Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thanks for joining me. If you're a subscriber, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. If you're just passing by and you like it, don't forget to subscribe. And for all of you, hit the like and share button. That's appreciated also. Today's quote it goes right along with the one that I did, the last one I did about the yo-yo. This one says, anxiety is the very opposite of what Jesus offers, his peace which goes beyond anything we can imagine. So rest in him and his promises. To not do so is disobedience. So this is from a friend of mine, Irene Garcia, and I'm going to read, because she's got Philippians 4, 6, and 7 down here. I'm going to read that. It says, excuse me, be anxious for nothing, but in everything with prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known to God. And the peace of God, which surpasses all understanding, will guard your hearts and minds through Jesus Christ. Yeah. So the last one I talked about the yo-yo, and I talked about how I give it to God and I take it back, and I give it to God and I take it back, and sometimes I give it to him sooner than others, and I'm learning, but we're not perfect and it's a journey. I'm learning to give it back to him sooner than later. But this time I didn't talk too much about what happens to me when I don't give it back to him right away, when I hang on to it. I mean, I can spend days trying to figure out how to solve this. Sometimes months. Does this work? Will this work? No, this doesn't work. Will this work? No, this doesn't work. And the doors all get shut because I'm not supposed to be trying to figure it out. And I can lose sleep. Seriously. I mean, just toss and turn all night. I can end up sitting up in the bed crying when, I can't figure this out, and I can sit there and I can cry to God and say, Lord, I can't figure this out. This isn't working. That isn't working. That isn't working. And I can hear him, in my language, I would be saying, well, stupid. You're not supposed to be trying to figure it out. You're supposed to be giving it to me, But he doesn't say it like that. He usually says, child, what are you doing? Why are you making yourself miserable? It's, this can make you sick. It can. When you worry about something, especially if it's something that you think is really, it's heavy, okay? Your whole life can revolve around, and mine did, trying to figure out how to get out of it, how to make it go away, how to fix it, how to make things better. And this one particular time that I'm thinking about, and this is not the only time, there's been several, many probably at my age, I just finally said, Lord, I can't do this. I've tried, and everything I've tried is not working. I can't do this. I can't deal with this. I can't live like this. I can't live with the situation the way it is, with this issue. And I can't live this way trying to figure it out and trying to solve this issue. I can't. I'm beat up, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I give up. And it's sad that it took me to get to the point where I had to say, I'm beat up, I'm tired, I'm exhausted, and I can't do this anymore. Lord, please, you gotta help. And the wonderful, great thing is, it wasn't long, it was less than a month that the issue came to a head and it was resolved. And yeah, there was some time between when I sat there and I said, I'm beat up, I can't. But you know what? I slept really good that night for the first time in a while. And I slept really good after that. And when the issue came to a head and was resolved, I knew right away. I knew right away that it was God. He actually took care of it. He did. And he solved it so forcefully and so willfully that it's gone from my life, and it will never, ever be back again, that issue. And I have this picture. It says, it just says these words on it. It says, let your faith be greater than your fear. And, there are days when I can just sit there in the room and look at that picture, or just sit there and kind of let your faith be greater than your fear, and just rock back and forth to remind myself, because we all go through stuff. We all go through stuff that makes us anxious. And anxious is a fear. And God says, be anxious for nothing. So remember, God loves us. He takes care of us. We have to let Him. We have to trust Him. And we have to know that, again, this is the point, because I do these points to remind me of stuff, but God's clock, His clock, it's His clock, beats at a different beat from ours. It's His timing isn't always our timing, and we have to understand that. So hopefully, I don't think I'm the only person who's done this or who's experienced this. So, hopefully this will give you a little bit, it'll help. It'll remind you, stop doing the yo-yo. You got to give it to God, okay? You got to give it to God. And you got to trust Him. You got to know that He's going to take care of it. He's going to take care of it according to His will, and you've got to trust that His will is the best. Okay? Thanks for listening, guys. Have a blessed rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you next week. Bye.